Let me give you what to me is the most amazing example of an enlightened being. Proven, absolutely proven, objectively confirmed without a doubt. That was an enlightened being, no doubt about that whatsoever. During the time of the Vietnam War, there was a monk who self-immolated in the streets.
Forget it.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, he went to the street, sat in a meditation position, doused himself in fuel, and set himself alight. And as fire was consuming him, he didn't move a muscle. Eyes closed, that expression of profound meditation, unperturbed. You could see that he was not there with the fire. He was in a much deeper place. And he remained in that perfect meditative position until he was so consumed that the body didn't have enough physical strength anymore. It was basically roasted, becoming charcoal. So he toppled to the side. No scream, no panic, not even a twitch. An impassive meditative position. That is enlightenment, sir.
To Quang Duc, that was his name. Yeah. Yeah.
If you know you can do that, because he knew. He never self-immolated before, yet he knew. He knew that it wouldn't faze him. And he knew that that was the point of his life. He needed to convey that message. Enlightenment is real. I received that message. I was born a few years after he did that. I received that message loud and clear. Enlightenment is real. It exists. It may not be part of the people you think are enlightened. Maybe the ones that are truly enlightened you never heard of. Maybe they are just selling cigarettes on the street like Nisargadatta Maharaj used to do. But such a thing as enlightenment exists. And not only do I not have it, I'm sure I'm incapable of it. It's not in my cards.
So how is the sacrifice that you've gone through to create all the books and all the things you've done, does that not equate to the suffering that he went through in burning his body because he ended his life? I guess it's a more extreme kind of thing.
Well, you gotta acknowledge that it's a very different thing. And there is no parameter of comparison between my neurotic suffering and what that guy did. In the West, we have another example in our mythology, Jesus. Same thing. The crowning of his life was his torturing death. And he died the moment he said, "It is accomplished." That's enlightenment. When you go straight into the jaws of a horrible death, knowing that that's what nature wants to achieve through you, and you do it, and you maintain your composure. That's enlightenment in the sense that you are so acquainted with the true nature of reality, with the true fact that you are not that person who is going to burn down. You are not that. You are the thing that is doing that person. You're so well acquainted with that. It's so much your lived, breathing reality. It's so obvious, so present, so concrete that you self-immolate or you go voluntarily to the cross. I don't have that. I think I know what reality is, but I'm not so deeply acquainted with it that I'm going to self-immolate. Even if I thought this is what nature wants to do through me, I would resist that. Maybe I would even set myself alight, but then I would kick and scream. I would run like a headless chicken and pray to God to pass this chalice. I don't want to drink from it. But such a thing as enlightenment surely exists. That guy has proven it for the entirety of history. There is no doubt. The jury is back and the verdict is unanimous. It exists. It's just that it's beyond me.